Good afternoon. England versus Scotland, the second game of the Six Nations. I need to sneeze. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully it will be a good game. We are looking forward to the Six Nations and yeah, let's hope not having Eddie Jones at the helm will spring a little bit of life to the England squad. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that we've got an injection of energy. Good afternoon, Cal. Hello, mate. Well, there are some weird adverts. AJ Bell, never even heard of it. Welcome, welcome. Yes, that is true. It's very early in the morning. We've even got Adelaide. Stinky Pinky, hello, my friend. Hi, James. Hello, I haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, James, as a Southampton fan, that's a little bit depressing at the moment. What is the point of signing new players and not playing them? Just beyond me. Absolutely beyond me. And Saints are not doing very well, so hopefully the rugby will be a little bit of a boost. Because England have got to beat Scotland for sure. But thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll get more. I better do a who will win as well. Let's do a little poll. England or Scotland? Get your votes in now. The poll has gone up, so make sure you... England or Scotland? What was the final score? I did keep an eye on it, and I knew Perth won today. Let's have a quick gander at the Big Bash. They only just squeezed it then. They only just squeezed it. A high-scoring game today for Perth Scorchers and Brisbane Heat. Oh. I don't know if anyone else is football fans, but Liverpool are losing 3-0 to Wolves. Ouch. Where does that puts Liverpool down in 10th? Wow. That is not good for them. They're not going to get relegated, but still. That is not good from them. A shocking result today from Everton beating Arsenal as well. Brentford are up into 6th as it stands, winning against Southampton. Man United have sneaked up into 3rd. Unbelievable. Well, can you guess which Aussie sport I prefer? I'm surely you can guess, considering I went to Australia for that sport. Well, hey, James, the thing is, look who's just come in and taken control. Well, Sean Dyche. He makes teams difficult to play. Like Burnley, Everton will be tough to beat now. Stinky Pinky, yes, AFL all the way. I assume it's at Twickenham today. Come on, England. Joe Marchant's back in the team as well. I think he fell out with Eddie Jones, and now he's back in the team, so I'll be happy with that. I need to put this... If anyone wants to watch, guys, I'm going to put it in the streaming channel on the Discord server. So you're welcome to join and watch the game as well. Game is up. Alright, so the game, if you do want to watch the game, it is showing in the Discord server. Link in the description down below. The camera is really struggling to focus on those people. Cal, unfortunately I was playing bowls, mate. So... yeah, that takes precedence over watching sport, playing. Princess Anne is in the stadium, representing Scotland, I think. Oh, I must say, listening to the Scottish fans, now I know this is at Twickenham, but especially when it is at Hampden Park, listening to the Scottish fans singing their national anthem is incredible. It is incredible. Hello, Cat. Cat, England or Scotland? That is the question. England or Scotland? Fion, what? James who? James who? That's the question. Yeah, I said I was keeping an eye on the winner, and I did see Perth won. Yeah, you're supposed to say England. Yeah, for sure. Do you know? I honestly think the Scottish national anthem sung by Scots is just one of the best national anthems. It's not overly in your face or anything, but it's such a good national anthem for people to sing, and it's very monotone, but you can sort of hear the passion in it. Just King, Lord save our noble King. What a load of nonsense. Stupid song. Bum 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 bum. Happy and glorious. Wasn't awful, honestly. Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much. Make sure you put your votes in. Who do you think will win? 50-50. Only 6 votes in, but 50-50 at the moment. It's got to be an England win. The thing with Scotland is they're always a difficult team to beat. When I think of Scotland, I think of defence. And if you've got a good defence, you're always going to struggle to beat a team with good defence. So, yeah. Isn't Fionn an Irish name? Fionn's an Irish name, I think. I don't think it's a Scottish name. What the? What a weird... Yeah, I reckon it's Irish. Theon, help me out here, Theon. Once again, if anyone wants to watch, the game is showing in the Discord server, so you're welcome to join in there. Look at that. We drove past Twickenham the other on the way to Luton Airport last weekend, and it does look quite cool from the outside. We've got 4 New Zealand rugby referees. Paul Williams is the main referee for today. They've made the long trip to the Northern Hemisphere. Steve Borthwick says Scotland is the best side in years. Wow. Alex, hello, mate. I drove. Oh, Alex. Guess who might be going to London Irish versus Bath in a couple of weeks? The answer's me. Just so you know. Game on. I don't know what times would be like. Haven't done a live watch along for a while, but we are 15 seconds in. Yeah, maybe it is the best Scottish side in years, but it's only because they haven't been that amazing, have they, really? Even though Hamish did win Player of the Tournament a couple of years ago. Literally the first one I watched. Come on, let's get some excitement for once. Eddie Jones is out, Borthwick's in. Straight away we're seeing energy from England, aren't we? I want to see them playing it wide. That's what I always say when I'm watching England, it seems. Get to the wings. Hopefully the sound's okay. Thank you anyone that's joined me so far. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what sort of result we're going to get. This is the first real test for the new manager, Borthwick. Don't really know how we're going to play, but surely anything is better than what we've had. Well, look, I've always said since watching rugby union is that the scrums annoy me because they never seem to have a clean exit of the ball, and this we'll see if this is any exception. But we're 2 minutes 30 in, and the scrum didn't. That's what annoys me. You spend half the time actually just trying to get scrums to work. But I do mention this every time, so I probably should stop. Yeah, Alex, you're not listening. I'm hopefully going to watch Bath versus London Irish in a couple of weeks because we're going to go spend the weekend in Bath. I don't know if Charlie wants to be going to watch the rugby, but it just so happens that London Irish are playing Bath at the weekend we're going to go there. Cat, honestly, any of the rugby. So, obviously, for different sports, for example, I get the regular watchers, and They must be fed up. The people that watch the regulars that watch Rugby Union with me, they must be fed up of me moaning about scrums. Hi Jordan, hello mate. Yeah, Alex, the Bath Stadium doesn't look that great. I think even Brentford's community stadium's better than the Bath Stadium. It's fairly even so far. There's not a lot between both teams. Scotland have had a little breakaway. England have got most possession here, better territory. But Scotland defence, Scotland just have a strong defence, and they're not really allowing England to have any space to break through. This is the Six Nations tournament, Cat. So basically, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, France and Italy, every year they have basically a little competition. And it's... I'm sure Alex can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Six Nations is probably the second biggest rugby tournament after the World Cup. Quite noisy. Yeah, it's every year. Italy are normally pretty rubbish though. Italy always finish bottom, so it's almost no point of them being in it, but they're getting better. Slightly, anyway. Meow. Pixie's come for attention. Yeah, it's got its rugby has got its positives and its negatives. There's certain things in rugby that I like. For example, the discipline. I like the physicality in what's meant to be a controlled manner. You know, the respect that the players have for each other, you know. A big kick to try and make a little bit of territory. England kick it back. Oh no. Don't do it, guys. Don't just kick it. Get the ball and run with it. No, that's 4 kicks. That's a better one. Close him down, close him down. Cool. That's a tackle. England win that one. That worked that time round. That really worked. Put Scotland under real pressure. Alex, yeah, I know he's done a video on the whole kicking thing, but it's still frustrating. It is still frustrating. Now, that one worked for England that time because of the bounce of the ball, basically, I think. It's just frustrating that no one wants to run with the ball. Cat, it's basically... Obviously in rugby union you're playing a lot for territory, so trying to be as high up in the in the opposition half as possible. So what they'll do if they're quite far back is they will just kick the ball as far forward as possible. But obviously it then goes to the other team. So for example, England, if they're far back, they want to gain a lot of territory at once, they would kick the ball. But then it goes straight to Scotland, and Scotland kick the ball back to England and just keep going like that. Instead of players getting the ball and running. Scotland ball. Well, hey, I said we are 9 minutes and 20 in, and I'm not necessarily displeased with England so far. It certainly looks like we're playing more attacking, we're playing more physical. So fingers crossed that will continue. And I'm sorry, are they advertising Guinness 0% Guinness? Yes, it's true. It's true, Alex. It's so true. You wouldn't know what to do as a bloody referee, would you? You just stand in the middle waiting. Can you calm down? Oh, noisy Pixie. And now, don't fighting with each other. Oh. Meaty challenge. Did Owen Farrell have a smile on his face after that? Of course he did. He's that type of person, right? I'm still not confident. Farrell and Smith can play together. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know about Alex here. But I'm not sure if they can play together. Oh, Wales got hammered, didn't they, by Ireland? Ireland once again will be, I think, favourites to win the tournament. Them and France again. I know it's been a year, but, you know, I think France and Ireland are such a strong rugby country at the moment. Come on, keep spreading. Get nice and wide. Spread out, spread out, spread out. I think they've got to make this... I think they've got to pass a little bit quicker. I think they're allowing Scotland to get bodies across and stop the wide play. Oh, almost from England.
Prepares to lead this charge of the kick that is surely coming from White. Timed it to perfection, Richie, but the kick was long. It wasn't meant to be contested. It was.
Here we go.
Tried to put a little bit of pressure on Stewart, who just returns it.
So another, to be fair, another good kick, allowing England to get up. It's not gone straight to the Scotland back line, and we pick it up again. TikTok's everywhere. TikTok is everywhere. I tell you what, I know this isn't necessarily about the rugby, but you brought up about TikTok as it's an advertisement. Apparently TikTok has one of the best algorithms out of all sort of social media. It can apparently, it can apparently pick up your usage so quickly within less than half an hour. It will know what sort of things you like and what you want to watch.
Obviously haven't gone to the touch lines. They're trying to keep the ball in play. It was a good follow-up tackle on Hassel Collins, but that's the type of thing that gives you confidence on your first cat to get back into the game. Steve Borthwick, head coach, Kevin Sinfield alongside defence coach, an inspiration, and it's that Sinfield drill defence that has to work now.
Take him down, take him down, take him down. Oh, Scotland less than 5 metres away. That was a good run by Scotland. Organise yourselves, organise yourselves. Scotland are going to try and push it over the line. Well, that's true. That is true, Alex. Scotland trying to edge over. Scotland have an advantage as well. So whatever they do, it's going back. Oh! Scotland take the lead. 5-0 Scotland. A break out of nothing. A break from nothing. Oh, Princess Anne will be happy. Not that her face shows it. 5-0 Scotland. 15 minutes 10 gone. Look at that. All from the line out. Cut England apart. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Just absolutely sliced apart from the line out. But I've got to say, a bit of a mix-up defensively for me. I think Farrell, who's used to playing 10, actually steps in on the defender. No, to be fair, Kat, her face does not. That is a blank expression. This should be 7-0. That was harder to miss. Hello, Mark. Hello, mate. Thanks for joining me, buddy. You've come at a bad time. 7-0 to Scotland. Honestly, who the hell is drinking 0% Guinness? Who's drinking Guinness in the first place? But 0%, what is the point? Come on, England. You don't want to be losing your first game, do you? Especially against Scotland. Advantage Scotland. They get the penalty. Well, yes, I know you do, Alex. I know you do. But Guinness is disgusting. So why would you force yourself to drink 0% if you're not getting anything out of it? Guinness... Oh, the wrong uns. No. I think Guinness is like drinking Coke mixed with tar and some sort of something that you'll find in a drain. Not great. George Turner, no danger he'll ever forget his first game of the Six Nations here 2 years ago. Again over the top, looking to get Tuipulotu into the game quickly, but he lost it. England ball. Oh, Southampton ended up losing 3-0. Oh, God. Oh, Southampton are awful. And we stay bottom of the league. Bloody embarrassing. I will. Don't worry, Cal. I will stick to drinking my cider, mate. Straight. Oh, sit down. Sit down. Who was that? Van Portfleet, I think, just went on his backside. Here we go. Kick, 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 kick.
Chased his kick. Malins, who often plays fullback for his club, Saracens.
He's gone up. He's gone high. He's gone high and he's pressing.
Try scorer, famously in the win hit 2 years
I tell you what, I'm not Scottish, but I like Van der Merwe. I do like Van der Merwe. I think he brings a lot to Scotland's side.
Shouts of skoo or shoe, as I think they say in the stands, rise up. Scooming in for Rory Sutherland, by the way. He's really been catching the eye for Edward Scooming. And it's a funny thing, both coaches picking players in form, in positions they play for their clubs. I wonder if it'll ever catch on.
Bit of sarcasm going from the commentator there.
Genge waiting rather impatiently, has it now. Takes on Matt Fagerson. No brother Zander today, but Matt's involved.
19 minutes 45 gone. 7-0 to Scotland. Coming forth to carry me home.
Russell and Hogg with the job of getting Scotland out of their 22 when England kick as much as...
What a life you are leading. What a life you're leading, Cat.
Having a little look at the first option to run, but you've got to say England's line speed has been very good as well.
Hi, Armageddon Fires. Hello, mate.
Problem in on him again, and Malins with the kick, and Russell's off. Malins follows the ball through.
Go on, lads.
Could be anybody.
Oh, well, we got territory at least. Complete fumbles there.
Curry.
Come on. No, offload it to Sinclair. He wants it.
Crosby, which normally only means the end of an adventure, but England resuscitate.
Come on.
Malins wide and
Oh,
on by Chesham.
we're on the edge. We're 5 metres out.
Hope for the first time.
We're there. We're on the edge. They've dropped the ball. We're okay. Offload it again. Offload it again. Go on, Smith. Go on, Smith. Oh. I think there's an advantage, is there? Or is it advantage to Scotland? England have the advantage at least.
Scotland will be delighted really because England could have easily almost something out of nothing. Malins
That would have been something out of nothing. A bit of a dodgy kick and then another little tap.
my word, I think England could have scored a try there, didn't they? They had quick
That was a good opportunity to get a try there, but we've got the advantage, I think.
to deny them. Well, the smothered defence
Good agility there by Marcus Smith as well.
and snuffed it out at that point there. Scotland very lucky with the clearance, but England going for the tap and goal.
So we're about 5 metres out. We're going for the tap and go again.
In the game, it guarantees possession.
Gonna try and edge it over the line. Don't drop the ball. Keep it in your hands, boys.
Backwards, Solly Hassel-Collins was hunted down by his London Irish teammate Ben White. Ludlam. Van Portfleet.
The problem is we're getting further and further away from the try line.
Sinclair. As England's big forward stretch across the pitch.
Spread the ball. Spread the ball.
The right shoulder of Richie.
Atoje driving forwards. That's all we're doing at the moment. We're not really gaining anything. Over on the side, look. Malins wants it on the wing.
Steve Tandy and his
Not anymore. We're going to switch sides and just try pushing through.
tested now. Atoje.
You don't want Atoje running at you.
The fire is roaring at its
I always fear when you get a phase like this that
even more, and now Smith and
you're going to be you're keeping on the ball for too long and you're going to do something to mess it up.
Ludlam.
The ball's going to slip or you're going to give a penalty away.
Is it back? Scotland
But England are pressing. They are keeping possession and they're not giving away anything at the moment.
remains the threat.
They're trying to barge their way through.
To be waged in that little slab away to the left.
Cows, that's your dirty mind, mate. It's your dirty mind.
Sinclair. England struggling to make much.
He's gone for the kick. Up and over.
Smith.
Malins! Malins! Yes! 5-7. Finally, Malins was on his own. Good kick from Smith. Na 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 na. Excellent. That's what we want. That was a brilliant kick. I will say, at least on that time, like I said, normally it sometimes takes way too long and you give the ball away. You give possession away and you just can't break through. Malins was on his own. Good vision by Marcus Smith. A great kick. Malins just about reached it. Look at that. He did have to dive for it. Just about got it. 5-7 to Scotland.
That could have ricocheted anywhere. And England right back in. It just goes to show if they command the ball and the contact area that they can put this Scotland team under pressure. Just a hint, a tiny.
Owen Farrell's the designated kick taker. Marcus Smith is dropped down a peg.
TMO Brendan Pickering say it's okay. He's happy with that. England have scored the try, and Owen Farrell with the kick to draw them level.
Can they make it 7-7? I think this is Owen Farrell's face.
Closing in on Johnny Wilkins.
That is his face.
Points scoring record.
It's not too wide. It's certainly doable. Please respect the kicker.
Forced out onto the pitch for the warm-up this afternoon. Many times he's practiced this.
Nah, he's pulled it.
And even practice occasionally.
Let Marcus Smith go back at it, I think.
The great news for England is that this try
5-7. We could not make it 7-7, but that's better. That's better.
now
We've had possession. We've been trying different things, sort of. A lovely, lovely kick from Marcus Smith. Absolutely lovely kick.
saying earlier on that they were
A good positioning again from Malins.
but tremendous. 2 carries especially was from Maro Itoje, and he seems to just honeypot defenders onto him. It sucks 2 in and suddenly left Duhan van der Merwe exposed on the outside flank.
This should be, in the end, this should be a decent game. Really should be a decent game, I think.
First day in the job.
Hopefully England are finding form with a new coach. Scotland apparently are the best Scotland team they've had in years. So
Still ahead.
yeah, good one hopefully.
Work score before that. Yeah, decent kick from Van Poortvliet there. Great chase from Malins, and they managed to scrag their man. Gilchrist takes it on. Scotland's advantage. Maro Itoje over the top of the ball illegally. Knowing that advantage was coming.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so I was going to say, there's definitely a knock on there. Definitely a knock on there by Hogg.
Contested area, isn't it, in rugby, the breakdown, and fine margins between releasing the tackler. You've got to support your body weight on the over the ball when you're trying to jackal them. Maro Itoje unable to do that, and what this does is give Scotland the chance to pin England now. And World Rugby are really clamping down on that. Lawrence.
Yeah, that is now going to wedge England in, isn't it?
The players aren't
Definitely going to wedge them in.
over and get your regain your balance, but when it goes over, you don't. You're penalised automatically.
Yep, but you move first. 6, 7. Down. You're inside. Thank you.
Yeah, because that half a foot makes all the difference. Scotland on the break then. Scotland have got the territory here.
Wide open spaces.
How far? Oh, big tackle, and Scotland lose the ball.
Quarterback just makes
Fair play, well done England. Great tackle.
absolutely.
Really good tackle, wasn't it?
Farrell was a wonderful hit, and he's forced the mistake, and it needed to happen as well because just a hint of a little overlap there.
That certainly helps England. We had a real risk of being wedged in our own last
Second too long.
third there.
Steyn, Carl Steyn, first start in the Six Nations.
Oh no! Take him down! Jesus Christ! What did I say about Van der Merwe?
Greatest scores you'll ever see in the Calcutta Cup.
Wow. What did I say about him?
From Durham.
There you go. Rugby can sometimes do that, cat and cow. Oh, my word.
Have you ever seen a try like this?
And the thing is, considering that guy's size, he is a big boy. Look at the I thought he'd messed it up by turning into the player then, but no.
And all from what, 55 metres? This is one of the
Well,
best tries I've witnessed in a Calcutta Cup game.
that is a brilliant single-man try there, solo try.
Even in the end there, Alex Dunbar went high. Rugby's about a game of tackling low. Get round. I was taught as a kid, go round the legs. But didn't he do well?
Even the Scotland coach there realises how good that try was.
Initial line. It was the step off the left foot, isn't it? Twice. I think he beat Stewart Van Poorfleet and had the strength to get himself over the line. And
Finn Russell with the conversion.
one penalty.
This should be another easy one for him, really.
And they're right back. Oh, it's one of the great Calcutta Cup scores, and Twickenham, you can hear it, is buzzing. Russell's
Oh, at the post.
deserves 7 points. That'll live a long time in
Passer, not a great kick, so it's 5-12. That's a good thing, at least he missed. Van der Merwe. Yeah, it seems very Dutch, doesn't it? Van der Merwe. Or Van der Merwe, however you want to pronounce it. Less Scottish, isn't it, Van der?
Well, that's why so many of us began to play this game in the first place. Dreamt of moments like that at Twickenham in the Calcutta Cup from halfway.
Do you know what? I will say this. When two teams play each other, international teams play each other, they have like these different cups. I don't understand it. So when England play Scotland, they call it the Calcutta Cup, and they play for a cup. What's the? I don't understand. It's only two teams that are playing it. Don't understand. And they have it during a Six Nations as well. It's weird. Really weird.
Hold boys, hold boys. Two.
Twickenham still buzzing. Finn Russell has still gathers the ball.
Well, the game is not over. 31 minutes 20 gone. Still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. I hope.
Was George Turner over the top of it? Quite quick enough. Genge.
I still want to see the ball spread a little bit more. I want to see
Smith.
players. Look, you got Joe Marchant at the top there on the left wing. Get him the ball. See what he can do. There we go. We're overloading now. We're overloading. He doesn't want to offload though, does he? He doesn't want to pass. Smith. It wasn't Smith, sorry. Who was it? Can't see.
Be patient here. Just as you said that, they go one offload too many.
Little bit better vision. That's what I think is lacking at the moment. I know Smith had great vision earlier on, but when they're passing the ball, they've got to have better vision at who's around them.
It's just this offload here. Just goes straight.
Time off. I know, we're good.
I was having a chat with him yesterday, and he said his ambitious attacking team selection really was crystallised when he saw the long-term weather forecast, and we were promised a dry day. For once, a dry Calcutta Cup day, a day to be brave and to be bold and to be adventurous, just like he was player Scotty, and my goodness,
So
what we saw in that
the problem is, under Eddie Jones, the previous manager, who's now the Australia manager, or coach, if that's what you call it, I don't think England passed enough.
but now there's a confidence.
It would literally be get the ball, run forward, get the ball, run forwards, and just basically pile into the opposition team. Maybe you could say we're passing too much. I think we're doing too many short passes. I think we could possibly get away with doing slightly longer passes. But yeah, I think it is maybe too many short passes, and it's very difficult. If someone lobs the ball at you from a couple of yards away, it's not easy to control, is it? So, yeah.
Got the style of rugby that they want
Overloading, no. Well, no. Overloading would be, say the ball is being passed on the left wing. You know, you might have 5 England players against maybe 2 Scotland players. Overloading is basically putting more players on that side, basically, or you know, so yeah, you've got more players attacking less of their players.
Just looking at the numbers here, I mean, England have actually made a lot of meters, and Scotland probably half that number, but they found the gaps in England. I mean, one is a stunning individual try, and the other one, I think there's 2 attacking lineouts, isn't there, really, that they've had in England's half.
If I could, so I could sort of relate that to AFL. You know, if you know, for example, there's a weak player playing in the, say, Sydney Swans. You know, they've got their attack and they see a weak player on the right pocket. Well, you'd overload the right pocket to make that player struggle. If that's a good enough example to use. So you might have 2 or 3 players playing in that pocket to cause havoc for that one weak player. Not that AFL coaches ever think like that because they don't have any tactics, but you know.
Goes against Ellis Genge, I think. It's 1 free kick, 1 penalty now. And it just is a massive pressure release, isn't it, for Scotland, having got that second try.
5 minutes left of the first half. Well, no, well, overload isn't necessarily a rugby terminology because you'd use it in football as well. You know, one team has a really weak left back, so you'd overload the right side and attack that side.
WP now trying to reconnect with the skipper, but Atoje got in the way. Not only did he get in the way, but he did brilliantly to stay in the field of play. I think England read that line out pretty well, that front field.
Patience here. Last fight. Last fight.
Looks like this is going to be a kick. England on their marks. Malins leads the chase.
Go, go, go. Press, press.
Practiced that for 20 minutes down on the pitch yesterday.
Still nothing really in the game, though. Not a lot in the game at all.
Wonderful take under most intense pressure. Russell to Pilotu almost.
Ah, hello, Gareth.
Egging the broth, but it worked nearly. But England have it. Stewart has it. Joe Marchant.
Gareth, I sort of messed up. I forgot to send my closed dates to the referee appointment secretary, so I was meant to have a game today, even though I was already down to play bowls. So I had to, as soon as he sent the email with our games, I quickly sent, "Oh, sorry, I'm closed."
Max Malins. To work over the ball by Ritchie again. Sinclair, Farrell, and Dombran.
Good drive forward.
From Alex Dombran. Atoje. Merely a bluff. Instead, it's Smith.
Yeah, I think they just need to spread a little bit more. Spread out a little bit more. Those small passes aren't quite doing it.
England talked all week since Borthwick took over.
Oh!
Clarity and also about accuracy. And we're seeing a little bit of both here. Genge, Stewart, Malins wants it.
Come on, one more pass!
Perfectly. Malins has two.
And in the middle. Get in there. 10-12. Ran in the middle. Farrell's got to do this. Malin's 2 tries.
And this deep piece on the ball.
Isn't that always nice? Isn't that always nice, Gareth? I think the last game I refereed... No, not the last game, sorry. The last game I refereed on the line was at Whitchurch, and we had lasagna afterwards, which was quite good.
Some wonderful handling.
I didn't tell Charlie, though, because we were going to get a Chinese in the evening.
Really good work.
So I had double dinner.
There is an ambition that we haven't seen for quite some time, and as you say, when it's aligned to the accuracy, well, they've got the finishers.
Well, this is in a slightly better position for him. Oh, nice.
Genge and Ludlam involved in
Lasagna always tastes better after you've finished refereeing a game as well.
And I must say, Alex Dombrand, he ran a super angle earlier on in that attack, and then he was backed up by Joe Marchant. Marchant who got that inside line, as you said, Lawrence, who then checked the Scottish defence.
Yeah, it's healthy stuff, Kat. When you've just refereed a game, you know, you've got to get it back inside you.
From behind our little graphic, Teeks Owen Farrell, and he's teeking towards the toast.
Honestly, when rugby kickers do the weirdest things, don't they? They do, like, such weird... Oh.
He's missed another. 0 from 2. Scotland still ahead, but Max Maylands has a couple of tries. It's been quite fun.
Owen Farrell's kicking is as bad as Paddy Jackson's when I watch London Irish. Awful. Hi, Jackson. I did... Well, no, sorry. I watched the last sort of half an hour of it. And Ireland are certainly one of the favourites to win this, right? That's all I will say. No, Jared, he's really not, is he? He's certainly no Johnny Wilkinson. Yeah, that's Alex. Honestly, I was keeping track of the Quins game. I even put on the Discord about it, and yeah, Paddy Jackson, P Jackson, P Jackson. So sometimes he can score tries, just not when I'm watching him. Apparently, Fern cider from the Ribble Valley. Well, Gareth, when you finally get your ass down here, mate, or even whether it's work or whatnot, bring some down with you. Don't be a tight ass. As Gareth is here as well. Gareth, I'm probably going to go to Bath versus London Irish in a couple of weekends' time. However, it is meant to be a weekend for filming vlogs, so it may be a rugby vlog. Hello, Dieter. Hello, mate. The Van der Merwe one, Dieter, if you saw that one, what a try that was. 41-20, last bit of action of the first half. Curry pushing forwards. Ball's dropped. England penalty. England penalty. Are we playing on or are we going for the kick? Nice. Nice, Gareth. I can never finish a curry. We had Chinese last night. We had a Chinese takeaway last night and I had it for lunch today. Kat, the question is, do I look like a Jane Austen type person? And there would be your answer. Jared, if it's looking at the World Cup, very similar to the Six Nations, Ireland or France. Yeah, Ireland or France, same as the Six Nations. Cat was, yeah, Charlie might want to be fair, but we'll definitely be going to the actual baths, I expect. Did he just miss another? No, he did get one through. I thought he missed then, the way the commentators... I thought my vision went funny. Van der Merwe, what a player. Fantastic for Scotland. Right, I'm going to turn the sound down slightly. Let's turn the sound down so none of the adverts get me. Well, 13-12, right? I think it said. Not bad, not bad. It's you're certainly right there, Dieter. England have had the territory, but Scotland have played the counter-attacking game very well. I do think overall England should still win, but yeah, England should still win, but I don't think we can write off Scotland just yet. I was going to say, we've got to obviously think Eddie Jones now gone. Who is going to be in charge of the British and Irish Lions next year? And once again, that should be more entertaining games as well. Where are we for the British and Irish Lions this year? Well, the thing is... Oh, it is in Australia. There you go. I reckon Buddy's got another one season left in him. I think Buddy's got this season left in him. Maybe two if we don't win the league this year. Ryland is everywhere. Oh, it's not till 2025. Probably a good thing. Gives a little bit of break from rugby. Otherwise, it's non-stop rugby. When you've got the World... Yeah, and you've got the World Cup this year as well. Do. Maybe a trip to France this year then. Yeah, maybe it's a trip to France this year later on. How far? You'll have to ask people like Dieter and Gareth, for example, how far they think, because they're certainly more knowledgeable than me. Let's see. I think we'll wait and see how England do. Oh, they're advertising the Cupra Born. That's what I've got. What Charlie's got in grey. If anyone's watching on my Discord. That is what car we've got. Cal, Cat, and Winvy. Cupra Born. Yeah. I think, yeah. I think certainly quarters or semis, for sure. I'm just thinking which teams at the moment are better than England. Ireland and France are better than England. And then I think South Africa and New Zealand are sort of evenish with England if England are performing well. It's my life now, baby. Control GX. Reduce grey hair with every wash. Wow. Why is everyone asking me some serious questions? Who's the best island nation at the moment, in your opinion? Well, technically, England's an island. I don't think All Blacks will win. I don't think All Blacks will win the World Cup. I don't know what Gareth thinks or Alex thinks or Dieter thinks, but yeah, I don't think New Zealand will win the World Cup. I don't think Argentina will win it either. Oh, Woodward's in the studio.
shows it must have been a reasonable time. Yeah, it was tremendous. The way to really attack the kicking game, because he as soon as he's beaten Marchant, the first man, actually England's defensive line is all over the place, but he's beaten every man, 2 side steps, and then a strong arm against Ombrak to go over the line, and it was.
I will do my best. It's just that, yeah, if I don't get the views, it's very difficult to do them, if I'm honest. I will make a note. I've made a note. Who said it? Jackson. Christopher, hang on, I've got to read this so everyone hears. Christopher says, Scotland will win. And if you think Ireland or France will win the World Cup, you're dreaming. Clear favourites All Blacks and Springboks. And if the Wallabies have the squad, will win a 3rd World Cup. Okay. Yeah. I think Northern Hemisphere are better than Southern Hemisphere at the moment. France are just quality all round. They really are quality all round. Every time I've watched them, it's just so impressive to watch. Yep. I'm so well. Look, how well have New Zealand really been doing recently in rugby? Have they really been doing that well? I don't think so. I think so. Hey, Kat, Australia have the plucky spirit. That's what they've got, right? They're triers. They try hard. You never know, though. Australia may end up getting the new manager effect, and they may do well having Eddie Jones. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. The thing, Kat, I expect that's true because they're not world number ones anymore. Almost belittle the sport altogether. But how can you expect to be number one when there are so many other good teams? You can't always, even in football, Brazil's not always number one. Germany's not always number one. And that it does disappoint me sometimes, the attitude in Australia for some of their sports teams. It's really disappointing because they don't back them almost. Would you like to win £50,000 and Rugby World Cup and Six Nations tickets? It's probably quite similar to the Yanks, isn't it? They think their international team should always be top. But it's just, how? How can you always be the best? You can't. I think with England, like for example with football, I think because we've had so much disappointment, we get so much hype and so much disappointment, we're always let down. So in football terms, we know we should have a good football team, but we also know that we don't. So... Yeah, to be fair, Christopher, the Australian game against France, it wasn't awful. However, if you say they lost on the death against Italy, Italy are crap. So, that's not really, if you lost to Italy, then that's not a good thing. Cal, what was bollocks? What I said or what someone else said? Da, 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 da. It's, to be fair, we saw this last year. I think the Italy youngsters, the Italian youngsters beat England, I think, didn't they? So Italy have certainly got good players coming through. Now, just because you do it at youth level doesn't mean you can do it at full, at men's level. But they are certainly getting better from what you can see. Don't get me wrong, Australia, when you watch Australian, when you watch the Wallabies, they're never awful. And you never know what you're getting. They will always give you a game. But they're not consistent enough. They're not consistent enough to be winning, competitions. They're not like France and Ireland who consistently put in good performances. That's what I think anyway. Cocaine Bear? The hell? How awful. That's my point, Alex. They're not. Yeah, they're not. You're saying that you're not sure which team will turn up. Yeah, it's just not the consistency, is it? Cats, did I enjoy my birthday holiday? I certainly did. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the vlog channel, and we've had some videos from Krakow, and we got 2 more that will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I did. It was cold. I'm glad to be back here now and it being a little bit warmer. We've gone from sort of 0 degrees to about 10 degrees, so that is a little bit more pleasant. But yeah, it had lots of alcohol. That helps. Right, the boys are coming back out for the second half. Oh, Christopher is making some bold statements. Reds, Waratah and Brumbies would take any European club side 9 out of 10 times. It does. Warms you up. Warms it up. Especially if you're having Polish vodka, Cat. Warms you up. Even though Charlie cannot handle her alcohol. I can tell you that for nothing. Meow. You're so needy, Pixie. Alright, game on. Second half. Another 40 minutes. England are in the lead, 13-12. Christopher, mate, you are going to set Gareth off, and you don't want to set Gareth off. I warn you now. Gareth may rip you in, you know, a new one if it's in rugby terms. Oh, let me turn the sound back up.
It's purred today, but so has Scotland, and that's what's made all of this so much fun. Well, a couple of things to look at there. Carl Shinkler's carrying looks.
Ah, hello, Alan.
Max Malin's, what a game he's having.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Just putting Scotland under that.
Alan is here to learn some more rugby with us.
Ben White, one of those picked on form players.
Hang on. Christopher's saying, but this dump on England not winning is rubbish because they too could win in France, but seriously, the South African sides are pale in Europe. England could win the World Cup, no doubt. England could win the World Cup. They probably won't because there are stronger teams, but that is a knockout competition for you, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day, we've seen some crazy results in any sort of. Hang on, oh, not quite. We've seen some big results in tournaments. It's a knockout competition. You know, if you mess up for 80 minutes in rugby, 90 minutes in football, and it's only one game, you have to cock up and you're out. Yeah. Picks, will you relax, mate? So noisy.
Yeah, Scotland's defence has to remain tight here. Under the caution, the opening couple of minutes of the Calcutta Cup, the first 40 minutes delivered an absolute belter. And the intensity has just gone up a wee bit from England.
13-12, 42 minutes 50 gone. Alan, I'm waiting for that video, mate. I'm waiting for that video. You need to get cooking. It's Sunday tomorrow. Get cooking. Perfect time to do a certain video. Just saying. Get your ingredients and treat the family to a Sunday roast. Honestly, mate, she's a nightmare. Come here. Come here, Pix. And you're getting fat. There you go. There you go. She's getting the attention she deserves. And then she'll escape. See? What is the point? Oh, hang on. Now she's gone. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, that girl. Now she'll sit down next to me, meowing.
Don't be scared. Play the way you've been playing. There's a confidence coursing through the veins of this Scotland team.
You've got to be mad. Jackson, you've no way is... Mate, I've been saying now, since almost getting in, enjoying rugby, that Eddie Jones is not good for England anymore. He's been bad for England. He's sucked the life out of a attacking, youthful team. And he hasn't allowed them to be expressive. And it's absolutely drained the team. Playing basically to win with penalties. And look what's happened now. The first game without Eddie Jones, and we go and score 2 tries in the first half. I wish we had that before with Eddie Jones, but we didn't. This is so much better because I said, England are trying to win a try. You know, they're trying to score. It's so much nicer to watch knowing that they are going to try and run to the try line.
Ollie Hassel-Collins, who has been pulling up trees on the other side of Kew Bridge for London Irish, running in tries. I don't know whether we can get close to his nails. He's actually got them painted, I think, with the flag of St George on, which in my mind it's probably a first in the Six Nations. Certainly in the
So,
Don't quote me on it, Scotty. I'm looking.
They're trying to show Hassel Collins' nails. They're saying Hassel Collins has got his nails painted with Union Jack. That would be a first, right? He has. He's got his thumb. He's got Union Jack painted on his thumbnail. Oh, my word.
He's a danger, no doubt about that. Playing very, very well indeed. England will get the foot into this scrum. It's been all England in this opening second half.
It is a little bit of an odd thing, though, isn't it? I'm surprised. You know, a bit of rugby banter. He wouldn't get the piss taken out of him. To be fair, but he does look like a bit of a little bit of a fancy boy, doesn't he? Old Haskell Collins. I did, Jared. The funny thing is. That is the one rugby moment I remember as a child. Because I never liked rugby as a child because I got wiped out in secondary school. But I actually remember watching the Johnny Wilkinson last second drop kick. I do remember it. Yeah, when we beat Australia. Good movement there by Smith. Not a very good pass by Portfleet. But we got advantage, apparently.
Entry into that ball once the line out was over. And look at this, brave from England.
Just to say, Steve, it's great to see Richie Gray back in Six Nations for the first time in a couple of years.
Yeah.
He's really been
I think he is, Kat. I think he's happy with a little bit of femininity. Yeah, I think that's the right word. He's a modern man. Which isn't the sort of thing you'd expect in a sort of a rugby locker room, is it really? Good movement by Don Brandt. England, meters out. Come on. We've got to make the most of this. Yeah, yes. That touched the floor. 18-12. Here we go. We'll take that all day long. Take that. I tell you what is happening, especially today. Both teams, each time they've been camped basically on the try line, they've actually capitalised on it. The amount of times you'll see a team actually be able to defend from those positions and turn the ball over. But no, England and Scotland have both capitalised on this sort of position. Yeah. Is he gonna be better from this angle? He did score at least.
I was going to say that Scotland needs some. There's a bit of delay now in that scoreline, and Scotland now need to get some territory. They've got that from the mistake there by England.
Christopher, I've warned you, mate. I warned you. Don't mess with Gareth. Gareth knows his stuff. He tries teaching me, and most of it goes over my head.
miscommunication, miscall, but saw it late. They've given Scotland really good field position.
Let's have a listen to the noise.
Hang on, let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at the Discord.
Sets himself up.
Yeah, that's a brave boy, isn't it? That is a brave boy doing that. Nice, Alan.
It's a fearsome place, Lol. Largely populated by...
Eggs can't be that expensive in America, are they?
It has been contested very keenly. They've got a bit of work to do, England. They know they're up against a very, very strong Scotland scrum as well. Not much to choose between these two. WP now there in the left, the tight head for Scotland. Wily old fox.
What?
6 years of age.
He's nearly 30.
Wow.
I thought I'd give him
Alan, that is almost like what the situation that happened with lettuce in Australia.
a picture.
It's Ander Ferguson, by the way. Still a week short of
Wow, that is dreadful.
to play, but not quite. So it's
I said it does sound like the situation with lettuce.
tight head maybe Scotland have, and he's being pressurised here because this is good ball. Oh, nicely went by two.
I'm not even sure what you can replace eggs with. You can't replace eggs with anything, if I'm honest. And you have to make Yorkshire puddings, buddy. That is a must on the recipe. You'll make your money back anyway on the video, I'm sure. Oh!
Little step.
Oh! Wow! That was a 180. Wow!
Playing against England. Loves scoring against England.
Wow!
Oh, what a cracker this is.
What a try. We are seeing some good tries in this game. Look at this. Steals the ball. 180. Little shuffle. And down you go. God. Scotland are scoring some good solo tries here. And that makes it 17-20 to England. Wow.
A fair few tackles, and it's those missed tackles that are costing England at the moment.
It's certainly a good game so far, at least. I think this may be the most entertaining England game I've watched in ages. I think possibly the England-New Zealand game was entertaining, but I didn't watch it. I just saw the scoreline. But this is certainly one of the best games for England in a long time. 2019. Still in the lead for England, though. Just about.
And we're back to within a point. Let's have a look at this now as he spins over. Yeah, Ben Curry rushes out. You don't need to do that. Asking a lot of yourself when you're up against the scrum half. It's a soft try for England. As good as it was for White to score it, it's another soft one they've conceded.
Ferguson, wallop backwards by Ludlam.
Jackson, who's my team? As in, I assume you mean Rugby Union. For some stupid reason, London Irish, mate. Blame Alex for that one.
Scrum half. Scott Steele and now Ben White, and Ben White scoring tries as a starter.
Yeah, you might have heard him encouraging, let's dominate now. He wants to ask his forwards to put pressure on the Jamie George throw-in.
Well, this time it was Gilchrist up highest.
Are Wasps even a team anymore?
Russell to Palotu. Jones
That has all gone to absolute shit for the Wasps, hasn't it?
pose himself.
Hi, Michael. Hello, mate.
Russell one-handed.
See, quickly going back to the lettuce, Michael. I think I could have lived without lettuce for 5 weeks, if I'm honest.
Often do this.
I reckon I could have managed.
Go behind the posts, but we're gonna. Oh no! Inevitably. If we hadn't have gone to our little seat behind the post, we'd have had another 10 kicks. But you do get. I promise you, if you sit behind the post, one of the great things about that view is that you get to see what the kickers are looking for. The space, Lawrence, the opportunity to manipulate.
Yeah, they're looking for the first team to stick or twist to make that mistake, and I think England will be reasonably happy with the fact that they've got the ball back.
How was my holiday? Very good, Jordan. Very cold, But the holiday was very good. Really, really good.
And we still can't get that right. We're never doing that again. Remind me. Anyway, here's Smith.
Come on, England. Very close. This, honestly, I said England have been more possession. They've had the possession, and Scotland really have won on the counter, haven't they? And this game could certainly go either way. Still, it really, really could. Come on, Joe.
Scotland really, really attacking and defending really astutely there. There's a confidence also in Scotland's attack play as well.
Hey, if the egg thing has only been going on since mid-Jan, that's only, what, a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I thought it was actually a great option from that poor fleet.
Yeah, Christopher, that has certainly been the way it's been so far in this game. But actually, I think that is more of the style of Scotland anyway. I said this right at the start. You know, Scotland normally I would see as a fairly strong defensive team, and if you're a defensive team, you've got to play the sort of the counter attack, and they're doing it. They're doing it well. Burnell comes on for Dombrandt. I'm not, Jordan. I've got bowls again in the morning. It's like non-stop lawn bowls or indoor bowls. The problem is, Jackson, I don't think there's the money, is there? There's not the money in rugby. The system, although having salary caps and transfer caps is sort of good to try and keep teams financially stable, it just limits the investment, I think, and the potential for growth. Who's gonna spend the money to buy Wasps? I don't think anyone. Personally, anyway. No, there is no money in lawn bowls either. Not a lot at all.
Influential as I thought he might be, was put back there. Russell had to backtrack, put him off balance, and sliced his kick to Stain.
57 minutes gone. Almost halfway through the second half here. 2019 to England. The thing is with sports, especially nowadays at top level, you know, people don't buy teams because they love the sport. Let's be honest. Most of the time, they don't do it because they love the sport. They do it because it's an investment, trying to make money. Van Portfleet couldn't squeeze through. You know, so. Yeah, that's what most do, right? That's what most do. They try and buy a club to make money back. And the money's not there in rugby to be making the money's not there in rugby to be making that money back. So unless you really do find someone to buy the club that simply has lots of money and enjoys rugby, it's not going to happen. Jared, it's clearly the Sydney Swans, mate. Sydney Swans. All day long. I'm getting to another grand final to watch Sydney Swans win this year.
Outstanding work from England, as you say. Marcus Smith, how many times in fact against Scotland we've seen him run that line?
Yeah, Trupolotto, you said, Nick, he's only carried 4 times, but he carries with purpose.
To be fair, Alex, to be fair, with obviously London Irish were at the Majeski in Reading, that would have been a lot easier for me to get to, and a lot cheaper, because it's so much more expensive. When I looked, when obviously we spent, I think, how much was it? I think it was about 40-50 quid return, for just me. So about 90 to 100 quid return for me and Charlie to get to Kew Bridge. So from Eastleigh to Kew Bridge. For that same price, I could have gone up to Hull to watch Hull KR up up north, which would have been about 4 times the journey distance. London is a pain in the arse because it's so expensive to get into.
Really well at line-out time there, and that is a superb clearance as well, under pressure.
Well, Lawrence, you looked over to me. The first act for Fraser Brown is to throw a line out over the top like that with accuracy. That's tremendous play by Scotland. Look at this exit. Over the top, into Fagerson. Exit is very good, down to the 10-metre line. Clinical from Scotland.
I think this is my thoughts on rugby union and the sort of the spectators and things. When you watch England play, when you watch the internationals play, these top internationals, the stadium's always full, right? You're looking at Twickenham now, the stadium is full. Last year's game, London Irish versus Northampton in the St. Patrick's Day game, that was, I think, a record crowd of about 15,000. The emphasis seems to be way too much on the international and not on the club. And at the end of the day, the players are coming through the clubs, not the internationals. So there really needs to be that emphasis on the club game over the international game a little bit more, I think. Don't know if anyone agrees, but yeah. But I look, Jackson, we all know some of the money that's involved at the top level of football is absolutely ludicrous. The wages, the transfer fees, etc. It still went back. Hang on, I'll come back to that point. Yeah. Yeah, 15,000 was like a record amount for London Irish last year. But the Medics having a little bit of football. But I think you're one of the exceptions, Alex. That's the thing. A lot of people. So anyone I know that follows rugby, they watch the internationals rather than the club. Whereas in football, it's all about the club. You support the club. The clubs pay your wages. It's not the international. But look, I think we all appreciate in football the wages, the transfers are absolutely ludicrous. However, paying a professional footballer £60,000 a week or whatever, they earn it. They earn it because that's what they bring into the club. If these players that earn a lot of money, it's all fully deserved because football is such a big sport that these players are bringing all this money in the first place. So, whereas clearly in rugby the wages are less because they don't bring as much in the first place. Yeah, it's true. And there are people like that. There are plenty of people like that, Alex, that the club game is the real highlight for them. But as I said, I think you're in the minority. I really do think you're in the minority, and it's unfortunate.
Too close to call at the minute.
Yeah, Lawrence, let's admire what we're unfolding here because the intensity that these
60 minutes and 36 seconds gone.
finishes or whatever you want, the influence of these players are going to have a major effect on the outcome and the score of this game.
But I've always said, for example, that I think it's wrong in rugby where you'll have international games at the same time as having top level club games. Because what happens is all the top players go and play the international games while the club games are still going on. And therefore some teams are weakened. Some teams it helps. Like last year, it really helped London Irish because we didn't have any international players or very few international players. So when we played the big teams, they were weakened. But, you know, there needs to be set times for international and set times for clubs, like in football.
I think, listen, that's a lesson for everyone when, you know, you drop for the national team, you don't think you're ever going to get a chance again. You go away, you work on your fitness, and he's probably the form tight head in our domestic league, and look at that.
Yeah, look, I don't disagree. I think there should be a transfer and salary cap. It has to still be quite high at the moment. But look, you know, if I really want a player for my club and I offer him £1 a week, but another club wants him, so they offer him £2 a week. Okay, well, but I really want him, so I'll do 3. So it's just that auction process almost, isn't it? And so value is always going to go up because someone is always going to want that player more than another club. You know, so just the way it is. Still 2019, 62 minutes 10. Just under 18 minutes left. It's been a good game so far. It has been a good game so far. All of a sudden we've got people coming on. Welcome if you've just joined the stream. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the like button down below. Yeah, oh, I had a little panicky clearance there. That was definitely a panicked clearance.
Jamie George waits. Scotland appeal. George. Cole there. Earl there. Young's there.
Alan, you have way too many channels then, mate. Way too many channels.
Back over Napola.
Yeah, they just lost their structure, England there, just lost their shape, their attacking sense.
Loveland. Limited amount of time for Nick Evans, the new attack coach, to put shape on this, to put clarity on it, which has been the
Sweet Chariot is ringing around Twickenham.
drawing the ball back on the floor with your hands, which is a no-no.
Yeah, just think, England just losing their attacking shape, but as Scotland
I really don't like this year's England shirt. I will say it now. I think I've said it before. Yeah, I really don't like this year's. I much prefer this one. It's quite simple. But I'm not a fan of this year's England shirt. It's better than Scotland's. Scotland's is really boring.
I'm just looking here. Oh, yeah, disappointed, but I'm sure it was Matt Peterson. I think penalised.
Well, Christopher. The more you earn, the more you spend. Basically. I will say that.
England re-establish a 4-point lead.
There's a 4-point lead. I'm not sure if we... Well,
Down on the touchline.
I suppose it keeps us in the lead if Scotland needed a penalty kick. So that's a good thing, I suppose. Well, you haven't seen this one. Hang on. The house is warming up a little bit, I suppose. There you go. If you haven't already seen. There you go. There you go. Little display for you. I think the Scotland kit's a bit dull, if I'm honest. I can't agree that it's very nice.
Tackle there on London, but Scotland retain possession. Oh, that is
If you want an ugly kit, actually, I think Harlequin's kit this year's ugly. Actually, Harlequin's kit is always ugly, but this year it is really ugly. I actually need to Google it to remind myself, just to double confirm.
Williams thinks that if they hadn't done that, he would have done.
Yeah, absolutely. He's very good at that normally, but wasn't quite there. Just a hint of a neck roll on him, though, to get that ball away.
Yeah.
Scotland
Yeah, it is. Is Harlequin's kit the London Underground?
just on the edge of the 20. Let's have another minute.
Harlequin's kit does look like it's the London Underground. It might actually be that. It's ugly, whatever it is.
Meantime, Scotland changes. Jim was
Johnny Gray is on. Hogg is off. Kinghorn is on.
Blair, Kinghorn has coming into the backs. There's Batty and Johnny Gray.
Oh, I'm cold now. I've got to put my jumper back on.
Reunited in Scotland blue for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, Richie Green's gone well in that line out.
Oh, it's too cold.
Well, they need some forward momentum here.
To Palotu, some space, but swallowed up by England. First touch and charge for Johnny Gray. I think he's called down in Devon with Exeter these days. Knows these England players well.
You shouldn't need a bloody winter jumper on in Melbourne. You're in the... Well, you almost coming to the end of summer.
Batty. First time we've seen him in the Six Nations for a couple of years as well.
Well, Scotland have a little bit of possession now.
England offside, Itoje offside, Scotland penalty.
Scotland have a penalty.
Profitable come from this. Richie. White. Batty. Russell. Here they go.
Not quite. Not quite. Finn. Oh no, that one. Finn almost a good kick there. A bit too much.
Those passes fizzing around and England having to work really hard. And this is how close they were to scoring their fourth try.
Well, Russell always conjures up the magic with pinpoint accuracy, just slightly overcooked. But what a difference, isn't it? Fraser Brown, Batty, Bergen, Gray, Dempsey, they've all made an impact in this game, as have the England subs. And Scotland have got a chance.
They're going for. I think they're going for a penalty kick.
Stay within the game.
They want to stay in the game. They want to stay one kick in.
Much in the last month or so, he's been nursing a sore heel. This actually his first game since Christmas when he played for Exeter. Looks like he's got a little bit of a sore knee.
You say that, Kat, but it is like really early in the morning. The sun's probably not even up yet, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say, and once Blair Kinghorn gets into a game like this, if he can get his long levers going, he's a great attacking option.
It's still like the middle of the night, Kat. Yeah. Back to 1 point behind for Scotland.
This Calcutta Cup not letting us down.
It's been a good game so far. It has been a good game so far.
To a dozen minutes to go.
It's so close, so even, exactly what we wanted and expected. 3 tries apiece. The momentum swinging one way, then the
Oh,
other.
God. How can it be 38 degrees in Brisbane at 4:15 a.m.? That is ridiculous.
Union for so long.
That's too much. That's too much.
Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. She will present the Calcutta Cup to the winner. She will present it back to Scotland if there is no winner. As the holders, King Hell.
Come on, England.
Tapping some
If you have to, get another penalty kick.
Ferguson to Palotu. Got space here. Dempsey not the accuracy that he needed.
And listen, I mean, it's great when it comes off, but that's the danger you have. Scotland, full of ambition by that man, prepared to go from coast to coast.
There's not a lot in this game, is there? Clearly, by there only being 1 point in it, but there is not a lot in this game at all.
Position.
Well, last season's champions.
You go upstairs.
Slam are starting their defence in Rome tomorrow, and you can watch France against Italy with us on ITV, on STV from 2:15. And then next weekend, 2 more games: Ireland and France. Ireland
Oh, next Saturday, 1:25 p.m. That might just be the... I don't know if that's the actual kick-off time. I don't think it is. But Ireland versus France. That will be a good game. Should be next Saturday. And then next Sunday, England versus Italy. That should be a guaranteed win. Call sign Cypher. Hello, Rob. Hello, mate.
To be going and receiving the Italians with a win, and they've still got work to do. Just a 1 point advantage at the moment.
This is George Horn.
George Horn on. He looks like a youngster.
Scrum half. Another one invigorated by Franco Smith this season.
It has been a while. Where have you been, Cypher? Hope you're still playing rugby, mate.
Well, he's been immense for Scotland today. Not just the try he scored, but the speed.
69 minutes and 40 seconds gone.
10 minutes to go. England
Just over 10 minutes left. 1 point in it. 1 point in this game. Nothing between the two teams. I think I think Scotland are doing better in possession at the moment, though.
Roaring for it. Earl taking on Gray. Youngs.
Yeah, it's hey, I've just said this, Cypher. I think
On the half volley.
since Eddie Jones, this is the first game since Eddie Jones has been out, and I've been calling for him to be sacked. It's a lot better from England. I said England have been wanting to score tries rather than rely on penalty kicks throughout the game, so that straight away is a bonus. Still work to be done on creativity, but much better, much better.
Fourth try that would earn them a bonus point. Plump up. Fairly thin cushion at the moment. Marchant. Oh, wonderful. My goodness, the ambition of King.
I still think Joe Marchant could have done a little bit more in this. Maybe given the ball a little bit more, maybe.
By Smith. Centre field.
Yeah,
Scotland
I think so. I think so.
over the ball.
England have been penalised for sealing off, and I tell you what, Scotland have been mighty.
If it stays, hey, if it stays like this, if it stays 23-22 within the last sort of minute or two in the game, I think Scotland will win. Yeah, that is my fear at the moment. I think, yeah, 23-22, couple minutes left. I think Scotland will end up winning the game. Well, Cal, the problem is with, well, from what I've learnt from rugby is you need their creativity to sort of get past the other team to score the try in the first place. Because, you know, you either run at the defence, or you play it wide and spread it, or you do the kicks. You need the creativity. And under Eddie Jones, England's previous coach, all of that was sucked out of the team.
Russell. Give that some welly. Ooh. Ooh. Well, with the naked eye, it looked like it bounced just in field, but maybe it just clipped the line instead. Ben O'Keefe is the assistant down below us, so we come back from where Finn Russell kicked it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
was on the line.
Fairness to him, it's on the line, it's out. So, Rice Mal from.
I think I'd like to see a freeze frame on that, Lawrence. You're a bit quick there.
Listen, that was never that quick on 72 minutes, I can assure you.
To be fair, you should be able to rely on the touch judge there to be able to work that one out. There's no reason why he shouldn't get that correct. So fair enough. Done his job.
Kick a little bit too far. Plenty of time for Carl Steyn to raise his arm and call for the mark and draw.
He's taken a mark.
England get a good rumble on.
I do love that I've learnt all about AFL, about marks and everything, and then you realise actually you can take marks in rugby as well, which I only learnt recently-ish.
He does go aerial again. Paul Williams, the referee, predicted it. Russell away quickly. Kinghorn. Mindful of adventure as much as Russell.
He looks Scottish,
Topolotu and Kinghorn.
or not. Topolotu.
Van der Merwe.
This is tight. 73-30 gone.
Field.
Scotland's accuracy and
Just over 6 left.
stretching England here.
This is Dempsey. Oh, Scotland
I think England, if we could get into a position, we take a penalty if we can.
opening up for him. Comes back.
Oh, good tackle on taking his legs out.
Cutter cup. Tuipolotu.
I can't call this.
For the pass.
I can't call this. They've overloaded overloaded the left. Didn't make the most. Bugger.
A quiet smile.
Oh, bugger.
Coach's face. Pandemonium. Tartan pandemonium inside Twickenham.
Well, if you thought Duan van der Merwe's first try was
Bugger.
what a brilliant! I told you the accuracy of Scotland's passing.
They overloaded that left side, didn't they?
It allows Steyn the space.
All the England players had pulled in for that last attack, and look at this. This is what England should be doing, and sadly we don't do this enough. couldn't take him down quick enough.
Too quickly there, but if you do that, you've got to get man and ball, but take nothing away from Scotland. This try still had some finishing to be done.
And a bonus point as well for Scotland.
They showed from inside their own half, stretching England one way then the other. Hasn't always come off, but boy, is the Scotland coach Gregor Townsend proud of that one.
We can't even score a penalty kick to even draw it. England need a try.
Remembering his Five Nations debut here as a player yesterday.
Ah, bugger. That is not good. I didn't think England were going to win the Six Nations anyway, but if we lose this, we're definitely not.
A score for Scotland and a kick from Finn Russell, and Scotland and
Well.
Twickenham beginning to believe again.
Well, how about this? They're lovely little hands.
Bugger, bugger, bugger. Oh.
Probably the guy that could finish this off.
Is that GG? Is that a good game?
Scotland with the try-scoring bonus points. Scotland with 4 tries. Dern van der Merwe.
England need to do something now. Joe Marchant off. Ollie Lawrence on.
They have never gone 3 games in a row here unbeaten. Scotland. I talked too soon, but this would be.
Come on, Marcus. Oh, nice boxes he's got on.
for England.
Come on, England.
Last time in successive years.
Still got 3.5 minutes of normal time.
Unbeaten in 3 Calcutta.
Look, you've got all these Scotland players in the middle of the field. You've got to get those wide players out. They've got to be creating for the forwards there. Got to be creating something.
Let's work for Ollie Lawrence, who's with us. 3 minutes left. Mako Vunipola.
This is not looking good.
More than penalties now. They need a converted.
Got to try. Got to get a try and got to convert. 3 minutes.
Azikwe.
Get your vision. Got to get your vision. Got to get looking. Draw the Scottish players in. Scotland are holding out nice and wide, actually, to be fair. Scotland aren't compact. But that's probably a good thing at the moment. It means we can't play out wide. Hopefully it'll create a space for us to run into, which is what England are trying to do.
Jamie George, who looks like he's going the full 80. Oh, England with a penalty.
England penalty. So at least it means we keep it. So that's why he'd gone for a kick. Just in the hope, because he knows the ball's coming back.
Connect with the kick, but the kick was much too long.
It was a bad kick from Smith, that one. But they knew we were going to get the penalty.
Got to Scotland defending heroically well, but eventually getting men over the ball. Referee gave Scotland defenders the benefit of the doubt, but on that occasion, slowing it down.
Cal, you mean football, mate?
I think Jimmy Ritchie was just questioning it then. Then the man
Come on.
was pinned
I'm trying to teach you guys.
that ruck. And England now with an opportunity.
Well, if you were breaking England's play down, their preparation down into areas that they've spent more time on
Exactly.
than any others,
They're the footy-roos. They are the footy-roos, not the socceroos.
and they have this opportunity
Come on. A minute and a half of normal time.
all over the line and give them hope.
Line out. George to take. Come on. Scotland don't even bother competing for it. They just want to hold.
How much ground Scotland have made England concede. It's on the floor.
Come on.
Earl
Get it wide. Get it wide. Where are the players? Where are they?
Ferguson does well not to.
They're just bundling forwards. They're just trying to barge through. And Scotland aren't allowing that.
Minute to go. A minute for Scotland.
1 minute left.
Hold on and claim his.
See you later, Gareth, mate. See ya.
Smith pointing this way and that. Azikwe
Scotland are holding England off, aren't they? They are holding England off.
likewise. Vunipola. Smith on his toes.
Come on, boys. 30 seconds left.
Away to Earl again.
Don't give...
English voices, but Scottish roars, and that should be that.
That should be that. God, come on.
Well, that's the Scotland captain. Over the ball. Question. England a few
They're going to kill time, do very little, and then kick it out. God damn it.
With the most important play in the game. There he goes. Targets the ball. Targets the man. Stays big. 214 tackles in the game.
Well, that's gone downhill for England, and I think that is England aren't going to win the Six Nations now. I don't think we were going to anyway. I think that is a fair man of the match. Van der Merwe, he played outstanding. Look, we saw better signs from England. Sorry, definitely saw better performance from England. Maybe we've got to use the Six Nations to really gel the team, to really get the tactics of the new coach into the team. Maybe. Look, hey, yeah. The plus side is we saw some really good tries, right? We saw some really, really good tries from Scotland. 2 excellent ones. That Van der Merwe one was incredible. For such a big man, he certainly showed some agility and some speed. Well, I think so. Look, we didn't get the result. I don't think we should be looking at winning the Six Nations. I think it's about setting ourselves up for the World Cup and getting the right type of performances and the right style of play. So that was much better. I much preferred watching this than any of the other England rugby games that I've watched so far in the last 2 years. We lost amazingly, but better, and hopefully Steve Borthwick will improve the team. Well, there we go. I think so. I don't know when the next live stream is. Possibly next weekend. Yeah, a much better match. Well, there you go. That is going to be me done. It is now 6:30 in the evening. Thank you so much for watching. For everyone that joined me from around the world. We had Australia, we had England, we had the United States. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Go and check out the vlog. We were in Krakow. I need more views on that. If you haven't already, go watch the vlog, please. And I will catch you next time. This is the awkward moment where I try and find the stop stream button.